So 5 things to do to get a job, okay? You've probably heard about this one. If not, Google how you create your own brand, because there's a lot of articles out there, and there's a lot of great publications, a lot of blogs talking about doing this. Sit back and think about yourself as a brand, because it changes where you're coming from. You have to determine what your brand stands for. And what your brand stands for defines yourself. You're all a brand. Now, don't be somebody else's brand. Be true to yourself, because brands don't work unless they're true to yourself. Make sure that your brand is true to the values of you, but definitely create a brand. What's your mission? Every brand needs a mission. It needs a purpose for being. Make sure that your mission drives sales, right? You go into an interview, why you're being hired, especially now, is because you're going to drive sales in one way or another. So when every question that you're asked, make sure your answer is, I can do X, Y, and Z, and X, Y, and Z drive sales. Doesn't matter if you're the janitor, doesn't matter if you're the driver, doesn't matter if you're the guy stocking shelves. Once you create your brand, promote your brand. Things that you need to do. Who has a LinkedIn profile? Tonight, everybody in this room, go create a LinkedIn profile. You all had Facebook profiles because you all like to talk to your friends. Create a LinkedIn profile, because LinkedIn is a Facebook for professionals. And you'll start to connect with people that can get you jobs rather than people who can get you drinks. Events and groups in Facebook, in LinkedIn, in your community. Attend events, attend groups, get involved in what you're passionate about. It's not even an option. You do it. You just do it. You're not going to get a job unless you do it. That's a guarantee. Well, that's not. You just do it. Create your own groups. If you have a passion for something, you can create a career of it. And trust me, when you're coming out of college, it's tough to figure out what that passion is. It doesn't have to be the thing that you do for the rest of your life. Like when I got my first job, the internet didn't exist as we know it. There was no World Wide Web. There was no browser. There was no Internet Explorer when I got my first job. It didn't exist. But when it became into being, I got extremely passionate about it. Find your passion. It doesn't have to be the thing you do for the rest of your life, so don't be scared about it. Just find it so that you can figure out how you can communicate that passion, because that's what it's all going to be about. Then add your voice to the discussion, right? Discover your passion, figure out who's talking about your passion, add your voice to it. Find bloggers that are talking about what you're into and start posting responses to their posts. The next thing is talking about professionals. You've got to know your business. You have to be make yourself an expert in what you're passionate about. And there's a really super simple way to do this. First, figure out what you're passionate about. 2, find out who in that industry, in that field, is talking. In my field, there is some professional publications like Ad Age, there's Media Post, and then there's a ton of blog sites like Read Write Web and other sites out there that talk about the stuff that I'm passionate about. Figure out who the people are talking about what you're passionate about and create a Google Reader account. It's an RSS reader that basically sucks in every article that you're interested in. And you can instantly become an expert in any field because you're sucking in the latest news content about what you're interested in.
And that goes back to when you go for those interviews, we talk about this all the time, but you get hired on passion. That's the #1 reason you get hired. And some of that passion is, how passionate are you? Have you read anything about my business today? Do you know anything more than just hire me? Hire me because my mom's going to kill me. Hire me. I mean, that doesn't get you a job. It's the passion, it's the fire in your belly, it's the fact that you can discuss with me something that's really current in my business because you're so passionate about it, you've read about it, and you're applying.
Now you have a brand, you're promoting your brand, you know about the people that are in your industry, you know about the people that are talking about what you want to be talking about. Now you've got to stand out, okay? A couple things you need to be doing. Freelance. Freelance sometimes means for free. Do whatever you can to do something that's in your industry. Or look at what you're doing and make it about your industry. I worked third shift at Toys R Us, stocking shelves when I got out of college. That was my job, from 8 o'clock, 12 o'clock at night to 8 o'clock in the morning. Now, I use that experience all the time. So think about what you're doing. Think about how it relates to your business and your future business. Freelance. You're doing a project for a company right now. Take it seriously, because you're going to put it on your resume, and people are going to look at your work. Look at the local restaurants or the local bars or the local whatever, and see what you can do for them. Free, for marketing. Do they need press releases written? Do they need ad copy written? Do they need anything? Go out there and volunteer, because you're going to have to build up that experience. And when times are tight like they are, people aren't going to pay much or anything for it. Video resume. Make one for yourself and have it available for prospective employers to see you and see your work. Create your own blog. It's not hard. Check out WordPress.com. It costs a couple bucks a month. No one's going to read it. It's for you to do two things. Take the information you're getting from those RSS feeders, all that professional content, put your point of view on that content, and put it out there on a blog. No one's going to read it, except for your prospective employer. Because when you go into a job interview and go, I love this industry, I love what this industry is about, here's my point of view on it, here's my blog if you want to know what my take is on these things that are happening, these trends. I'll show you what my blog looks like in a second. Last and most important, know what you want to do, have passion for it, don't worry about money. If you're passionate about something, the money will come. Cool? Next one, what you've all been waiting for, right? This is it. This is called the LinkedIn FedEx trick. This is how you do it. Get a LinkedIn account. Remember, LinkedIn account's a business Facebook, so you know everybody's name, the company they work for, and their job title. As soon as you hear about a potential job opening that you're interested in, go to LinkedIn and find out who the hiring manager is, or someone in that department. Let's say you want to be an internet marketer for Coca-Cola. Go to LinkedIn, search Coca-Cola Internet Marketing, you'll get a list of 20 people. Find 10 of them or 5 of them or whatever that look interesting to you, approachable by their name or title. Send them an email directly saying, hey, sorry for the unsolicited email, I see there's a job opening, or I heard there's a potential job opening. Here's why I'm qualified. I'd be interested to know who the hiring manager is so I could reach out to them. Someone will respond to your email. Somebody will. Do 5 or 10 of them. Someone emails you back. Hey, I don't do that job. That's not in my department. I think it's Jimmy's over in the internet team. Now you've got the name, you've got the department. Resume, cover letter, video, work, FedEx it overnight to them. Okay? This is hugely important. It costs 12, 13 bucks, but FedEx it to them overnight. It will show up on that manager's desk the next day. They will open it. They will read it. If you only respond to HR or through Monster or through a headhunter, you're going to end up in a pile like this. Literally, I do this. You go through them pretty much this fast. If you show up in a FedEx package on someone's desk, they're going to open it, they're going to read it. Do this trick, you're going to get jobs. All right. So hopefully I've demonstrated that I'm pretty passionate about what I do. There are some things that I do to keep myself active in these things to make sure that I'm building my brand. My LinkedIn account is this, if you want to check it out. You can follow me on Twitter here. My blog site is internetmarketingdb.com, or internetmarketingdatabase.com with the dashes in between the words. So if you want to see what a professional looking blog looks like, or you want to know what my point of view is on certain topics, check out my blog site. See the beauty shot there? This? It's actually photoshopped a little bit. So. And then feel free to email me. If you're into internet marketing, I can give you tons of tools that can help you either find jobs or find resources out there. Any questions? Spring break?
Yeah. That's it.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Rob.